Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Tristan from UtahSEO.Ninja. Today I'm going to show you how to do something we did in our last video, which is to create a little pop-up and opt-in page or window for your website. So let me show you what I'm talking about real quick. Okay, so this is the site we created, and after about 5 seconds it should pop up and say, hey, sign up for our newsletter. And there it is. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to make real quick. This is a free tool. This is really neat. You can use it with just about any kind of website. And let's go ahead and hop to it. Close that. Okay, so today we're going to be working in a program called Mailchimp. Mailchimp is awesome. It's free. You can do all kinds of neat stuff with it. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So first thing we need to do is to create an account. I already have my account here, so you can see. This is just your normal interface. It'll show you some different stuff for your campaigns and everything. So you're going to want to learn a little bit about this later on, but it's not really related to what we're doing right now. So let's go ahead and show you how to do this. First thing you want to do is click on lists, and then we want to hit create lists and create. So it's going to ask for a name, a default email, all this other stuff. Just fill it out. It's going to ask you for a company name if you have one. If you don't, I'm not sure it actually is in there. I used to use this account for my previous business, but I don't really use it anymore. Okay. The next thing you want to do is turn on your notifications. So this will tell you whenever somebody signs up, whenever somebody unsubscribes, whatever. Then you hit save. Now since we don't care, we're just going to go ahead and hit daily summary. And you now have a list to add people to. So you can use this for all your email marketing. You can do all kinds of neat stuff. Now, we don't have any subscribers to this yet. So if you already have a list of subscribers, you can just hit this right here. You can add them one by one, or you can import like an Excel file and just upload them all at once. We don't have any of those. So we need a form. So we're going to hit Signup Forms. Okay. So for what we want to do, we have two different options. You can either embed a form, which would actually place a form on your website, so that when anyone fills it out, will just sign up for your form. Or if you want something that just kind of pops up, which is kind of cool, then you would use the subscriber pop-up. Now, for our example, we're going to do a subscriber pop-up. The process is basically the same for your embedded forms. This is just the one that we want to do because we want it just kind of boop, like that. So hit select. And this is what our form looks like. So we have a couple different options here. We can go like this, we can go like this, so on and so forth. So that's the design of the form. Now we can also add some different fields to it. So if we want to get their name as well, and we want that to be required, we go like that. If we want to add some content to it, we can upload pictures. This is my favorite picture, like that. And we also have some settings over here, so we can set it when we want the pop-up to pop up. We can do it immediately after 1, 2, or 5 seconds, and then also the size of the pop-up. Then once we have all this put together, the next thing that we want to do is want to hit publish and publish. Okay. Now this thing's live. So next thing we do is we come over here, Control A to select all, Control C to copy. We're going to come over here to our website. Now some of you may recognize this page from a previous video. It's still really pretty. I'm actually thinking about doing something kind of similar to this here in the next couple of days. Anyways, so what we want to do, come over here to pages, select the page that we want. Now if you want this to just appear on individual pages, so for example if you just want it to show up on home, or if you just want it to show up under blog, then this is how you do it. Pages, select the page you want, go to advanced, and then come over here to your header code and paste that code in. And we go like that. Another option is to come over here to build, get your embed code, drop this in, and paste the code there. Alright. Now if you want this to show up on all of your pages and not just one, come over here to settings, SEO, come to your header code, and paste it in there as well, and save. Now we're going to publish this. We're going to, I already have it open there. We're going to go ahead and open up the site, and then just a couple seconds it should pop up. Okay, it looks like the problem here is actually because I've already signed up for this as I was testing it, that it didn't actually catch, and so it recognizes me. So let's go ahead and open this up in a private browser, and hopefully this will work a little bit better. There it goes. And this one's actually a little bit different. As you can see, it's blocking some of the stuff like the picture. That's because we're in private mode and it's set to not see anything. But if you were to go to the site, you should see something very different. And that is how you set up a email capture for your website. So why would we want to put an email capture on a website like this? The answer is actually pretty simple. Whenever somebody comes to the website, it's because they're looking for something, right? Now, if they're on the site for a certain amount of time, and if they are able to find whatever they're looking for, but they don't necessarily buy right at that time, we still want a way that we can keep in contact with them. Now, websites are kind of funny in regards to sales because we never actually see the people who come in and visit the site. We don't have any way of following up with them, letting them know about other offers or other things that we're doing. And so that's one of the nice things about email capture is because we have that ability. So for example, somebody comes to the site, they like what they see, and they decide they're going to go ahead and sign up for our newsletter. Well, now we can let them know whenever there's a new post that comes up. Since we're doing affiliate marketing on this particular site, we can send them our affiliate offers. So we can actually do that through Mailchimp as well, and I'll do another video that explains that process. But we can keep sending them more and more information. We can keep bringing them back to the site over and over again. That's going to help with our search engine ranking because we're having a lot of repeated visits. We're having a lot of long visits. We're also going to be able to make a little bit more money from it because since we're sending out those affiliate ads, they can click on the ad that they want and they can go to wherever it is that they need to go. Now, if we're doing, for example, a review of something, we have an affiliate ad in there as well, we can do the exact same thing. We send out an email, let them know that there's a new post. They can read the post. If they like whatever it is that we're talking about, click the ad, and off they go to purchase land. Email capture is a really helpful tool whenever we're trying to build up our client lists and things like that. Okay, and coming back to Weebly, it does have its own contact form, which you can see right here. And this isn't bad. I'm not a huge fan of the way that it looks, but it's not bad. The only thing that I don't really like about this, and the reason that I would still suggest that you use Mailchimp instead of this, is because whenever you use Mailchimp, it will automatically take all the people who sign up for your mailing list and automatically add them to your Mailchimp list. And for Mailchimp, you can actually send out all your newsletters, you can manage your list, you can do everything else. Whereas with Weebly, it will create a little database for you, but you can't actually email people from that database. You'd have to either go through and copy the names and emails individually and add them to something like Mailchimp, or you would have to export that list from Weebly and then upload it to Mailchimp in order to use it. So by doing this, by going straight to Mailchimp and using that pop-up or using their embedded forms, we're just cutting out a step. We're actually cutting out a lot of steps depending on how many people you have to add. So that's the reason that I would suggest doing that. But that is it for this quick little video. I hope you have found it helpful, and I hope that you're able to now take this information, build up your own email lists, and market your company, your products, or your affiliates, or your blog, or a video game, or whatever. And of course, there are links to all of these different tools and resources in the description below. I definitely suggest that you take a look at that. And of course, if you are interested in supporting this particular channel, then please also take a look at some of the offers that we have in our description. We have things like hosting for your websites. We have coupons for Weebly. We have all kinds of cool stuff. So they're all things that I actually use. We're not doing anything crazy just for the money. These are actually things that I like. So that is it for me today. I am Tristan, and I hope you have had a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video where we'll probably actually go through and do an email campaign. See you then.